Welcome everybody to my top 10 funniest anime ever. My name is Misty /Chronexia and I've been doing top 10s for over 2.5 years. It's a weird milestone, I know. I've got over 100 different topics top list that I've done almost religiously every Friday since 2014. But I look back upon those initial ones I made and I gotta say I don't really like them anymore. So I decided to go back and redo those original lists. With the knowledge I have today and the new release titles who came out in the last 2 years, a lot have changed. But in a sense, these top list videos are still going to be the same. Rules are simple, I pick 10 anime, information about the show is spread around the clip, I tell you more about it, you decide if you want to watch it or not, numbers mean nothing, and I guarantee you no one ever agrees with my entries, but that's why there's a comment section too! If at the end I manage to interest you in watching at least one of those entries, that's a success in my book, so let's go!
Goodbye, Daddy! Alright, Tetsuo, out with it! Aha! That big gust of wind blew my hat off. It flew in.
Number 10. Ghost Stories Dubbed. I know when you say dub anime, a lot of purists hiss and go hide in their man cave to get a shot of sweet subs in their veins. Oh yeah. But you have no idea how gold this anime is. Ghost Stories was a massive failure in Japan when it aired. So when the time came to buy the license for a dub version, they decided to go in an entire new direction with it. They told the voice actor to improvise lines as they wish, provided it followed the lip flaps and a semblance of general plot. That turned what was supposed to be an horror anime into genius comedy greatness. It will win you over with only one episode or your money back guaranteed.
Principals always look like lesbians. Mom? No, it can't be.
Number 9. Tonari no Seki-kun. This anime as well is something I didn't think much of when I read the premise. It's a very episodic anime, almost skit-like, that you can watch episode in any order you want, really, about a guy bored in class who uses anything he can find to pass time. One of the coolest features of the show, in my opinion, is that every episode is 7 minutes long. It's perfect to kill time while you wait for the bus, or if you just want to binge watch it all, well, you can be done in about 3 or 4 hours. Sketches are light, clean, original, and if it doesn't get you burst out laughing, it will definitely get you to smile at the whole time.
What's that?
67分の1のカップ麺。
67分の 1?
半分の半分の半分の半分の半分の半分。
Number 8. Baka to Shoukanjuu. This show is one of the first anime that made me laugh from start to finish. Every characters are lovable idiots in a way. The story follows a class of students who aren't really smart for the most part. They have chibi version of themselves who fight against smarter kids. It's a cluster of WTF, what is going on? But you just go with it. Every joke hits home, going from well-paced running gags who aren't over-abused to mathematical nonsense. I have yet to see someone who did not enjoy the sheer stupidity this anime brings forward.
探しましたお姉様。腕によりをかけて作った三原特製のお弁当を召し上がってください。おしゃまんべの特産ってなんだ。
ばあちゃん、こうか？
じいちゃんも喜んどる。
そっか。
ほんま、こんなええ嫁さんもろて。まあ。
Number 7. My Bride is a Mermaid. Originally, this anime is one I put aside for the longest time because I thought it was a show entirely focused on romance. No, I was wrong. This guy was wrong. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but if you want to laugh a lot, there's nothing more buzzkill than, why won't senpai notice me, Q.Q. My Bride is a Mermaid is a fantastic parody about romance show where the main character gets rescued by a mermaid and is now forced to marry her. The comedy has really clever setups and it's built in a way that jokes are almost intellectual. It's definitely worth giving it a try.
行くなら任せとけ。
逃げないかな。
ありがとう。なんだ、意外と親切な人もいるんだな。
Number 6, Cromartie High School. This anime has a very specific type of humor. The story is about Takashi, your average honor roll student, who decides to enroll himself in a delinquent school. Just go with it. This place is infamous for having hard-boiled people, but it's turned into a comedy. The visual style is not following your fluffy type. Maybe that's a deal breaker for you or a saving grace, but another interesting aspect of this anime is the episode's length. All of them are 12 minutes long, making this essentially the same time investment that you would put in a 13 episodes long series. It's got weird comedy, random moments, and it's done really well.
間違いないこの男だ本当にうちの生徒なのかよそこで僕はあいつの名前を考えてみたよフレディで
だらだらと日々を過ごし体だけが大人のおそ松さんになったのでした
はいというわけで番組
Number 5, Osomatsu-san. Osomatsu-san is a remake of the series from the 80s of the same name. The story is about 6 identical brothers who are NEET, which stands for Not in Employment, Education, or Training. These 6 identical twins who all have different personalities try to go at their everyday lives trying to land jobs or date girls, but it usually ends up backfiring in their face. The same identical face. The art style may look childish, but don't let that fool you. It's a very adult type of anime, and most of the comedy wouldn't appeal to a kid since it's a lot of situational stuff. If you like your comedy with a necessity of cultural background check, this one is for you.
僕はパー
ごめんなさいなんか変な人に絡まれちゃって
はじめまして松野おそ松ですいつも弟がお世話になってます
なんでてめえがより内容を見ろ内容やっぱその紙返せ
ダメ私もらっちゃいます
Number 4, The World God Only Knows. The World God Only Knows is an anime I see a lot of people put at the bottom of their list. I too was not in a hurry to get to it, but I kinda kicked myself mentally when I finally did because the show's amazing, truly. There's 3 seasons and the story is about Kaima, a video game god conquest who focuses his skill at dating 2D girls because he has no game with real Onanoko. Oh man, I had an awesome pun and I ruined it with that weeb stuff. Yeah. Anyway, one day Supernatural Lady comes out and forces him to upgrade from 2D to 3D girls. But living girl, I should specify. It's a different take on comedy, and I think humor is definitely one of the more personal and versatile aspects of life, so maybe you'll like it too.
なるほどそうか
師匠そのためにこれから軟弱なことをしましょう
すまんないらんとこ見せてそういえば自己紹介がまだやってな
こいつは副部長のアマゾンっていうか
Number 3, Skit Dance and Gintama. I've been debating for a while which was more fitting between Skit Dance and Gintama, and for argument's sake, I do think Gintama is leagues above and a lot of things in this list, but it has a pretty big downfall that can kill the drive of a lot of people. Because of how Japanese culture focused it is, Skit Dance on the other hand, I felt was more accessible. Same type of gimmicky setup, overall same kind of humor, but without the need of the cultural background to grasp some of its finesse. If however you're pretty savvy in that department and you love puns, you'll have weeks of fun with Gintama.
おい忠国ああよっさけって何食ってんだよゆうべの残りのカレーダメだな遅刻しそうな時はパンを加えるのが
Number 2, The Daily Lives of High School Boys. Considered as one of the most beloved comedy titles by the whole community. If you don't like it, you're the hipstest of hipsters. So hipster, your hipsteritude is cured cancer. Etude. This anime is probably the best 12 episodes you will ever spend laughing. It is even better if you have the chance to watch it with your best friend because you'll relate a lot to the chemistry those guys have with each other. This is more of a slice of life anime, as not much progression is made from episode 1 to 12, but still it makes for some golden comedy. Test it out if you can.
普通に金稼げるんじゃねえのいやそういう意味でなくマジで
そしてまたある時は
And finally, number 1, Nichijou, my absolute favorite comedy anime. I'm not quite sure what it is about this show that drawn me in so much. Maybe it's the art style that's meant to be childlike, but then it's paired with adult humor. This anime has everything. The slapstick humor, the running gags, the absurd randomness, idiot characters, name it, they've got it. It's a slice of life anime. You got no implication, no worries whatsoever to have to follow a plot. It's just a setup for jokes that's done masterfully. There's just a few shows who manages to do this, but when they do, it's my favorite place to sit back and unwind a crappy day.
あんなに見られたら確実に変な目で見られる。命を燃やせ！
So that's all I had for you guys today, but if you have more in mind, leave them in the comment section below. I'm sure some of you might have seen all of these, so any extra titles is surely welcome as well. Also, let me know what you guys think about me redoing older top lists. Should I go for it, or would you guys rather see me doing more specific ones instead? Also, if you can spare a thumb up for all my hard work, that'd be super appreciated. Spent 20 hours making this video, and you can't be bothered to click the button? You're a prick, I hate you. No, please don't go. I'll be better, I promise. So, want to subscribe to? I don't know, I'm just stalling now. But the end card, it's the weekend! Woo, I'm out!